Hey, good morning, guys. I hope everyone had a good eclipse yesterday. It was it was definitely a lot of energy. And of course, I'm on some pages and threads and stuff, and it definitely seemed like it was a lot of energy for everyone. I definitely, eclipses are often about like sort of things being exposed, like sort of not even necessarily secrets, but almost like secrets in terms of like knowledge. You know what I mean? Like universal knowledge. Often come to light, and that was definitely the case for me. But it was very interesting. At any rate, I thought today we would do a pick a pile reading. So these are going to be for your the person that you're dealing with, your person's thoughts and feelings and attentions towards you. So you can pick one of the three piles. There's the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot with a selenite wand. There is the Tarot in Wonderland, which is kind of like Alice in Wonderland, with the amethyst. And then we've got my Russian tarot deck with the obsidian. I would recommend, if you're dealing with someone that's it's either they're kind of shifty or it's been kind of a shifty situation, pile 3 might be your deck. So go ahead and pick a pile, and I'll put the timestamps for these in the description box as well. Okay, so we're gonna start with pile 1. And I did already pre-shuffle these, but I'll shuffle them again. So pile 1, your person's thoughts and feelings. Okay, well, so far we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess and the Star. The Fool is coming out to clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Wands. The 10 of Wands in reverse, clarifying the High Priestess. And the 8 of Cups clarifying the Star. I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 more cards. The King of Wands. Okay. So it looks like what we've got here is the first card out is the 9 of Pentacles. And so that's often a, sort of independently and stable single person that, really kind of has their stuff together. They're single, they're doing well, but they've kind of got in this card, she's standing in a garden surrounded by her pentacles, and she's got, her pet bird on her hand. And it's this energy of like, I'm doing really good. You know what I mean? But the Fool coming out to clarify that is what I feel like is somebody is actually watching this 9 of Pentacles person. So I think that's you, the viewer. That's how this person is seeing you. So in this case, if this is your pile, you're likely single and stable, like you're doing well for yourself. So, but somebody is looking at you and kind of considering taking a leap of faith towards you. What they want is a passionate new start. And you may be an earth sign watching this, because that's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this may be you. And that doesn't have to be necessarily your sun sign. That could be your moon or your rising, or you could just have a lot of earth in your chart. But then the High Priestess is clarified by the 10 of Wands in reverse. The High Priestess is someone who sort of, they sit at the edge of the veil of the universe. Like they can kind of see on both sides. And so they have a lot of universal knowledge and secrets. With the 10 of Wands clarifying that, what I'm feeling like is someone wants to unburden themselves of secrets to this High Priestess. So talking about eclipses, right? But this person has some secrets, and it's a burden to them to still be holding them. Like they want to get something off their chest because they almost have to at this point. They just can't carry it anymore. So I think that's the person that you're inquiring about, is, that they're the ones looking at you, kind of considering taking this leap of faith towards you, and they want to get something off their chest. The Star is clarified by the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is about walking away. So there was a walking away from the situation in the past, and the Star is about healing. This may also be like that this person sees you as a star. And then the King of Wands comes in and is clarified by the 6 of Cups. So what I'm feeling like in this situation is the person that you're inquiring about may be a fire sign. They may be, have kind of, the King of Wands is the most passionate of kings. This is, and wands are fire signs. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So they want to get something off their chest to you. What is it that they want to unburden themselves about? Let's ask that. What do they want to unburden with you? That they see you as their twin flame. Okay, Temperance. Okay. So yeah, what I'm seeing is that this person had a missed opportunity with you. That there was a walking away in the past, this grief card, but this person holds a lot of grief about that. So that may have been their decision to not have a new start with you or to walk away from at some point. But it shows that they're in a lot of grief, but they're trying to be calm and patient about this energy that they're in. But that's kind of what their secret is that they now see you as their twin flame. Okay. So what is this person going to do then? Let me do this. What is this person's next actions towards you? 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Wow, Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands kind of in the same placement. The 10 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups. So what it's showing is that they want to bring in more equal balance and give and take into this situation, because they want this new passionate start. They want this new love. They want to start a new cycle of love and passion with you. But their concerns is whether or not there's been, kind of too many betrayals in this situation already. So they're sitting in this sort of stalemate, crossroads energy of considering, and what it seems like what they're focused on is they're just not sure whether or not you would accept their cup. So what are they going to do next? Anything? Or just sitting there? The Moon, Secrets, the World, 4 of Pentacles. Let me get some clarifiers on that. The Moon, clarified by the Chariot. The World, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. and the Four of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Cups. What I feel like is that this person, so the moon is clarified by the secrets. So like I said, you know, in this, there's, you know, what this person wants to get off their chest to you. The sense that I'm getting is that they want to communicate this face to face, that they actually want to, you know, travel to see you and look you in the eye and talk to you about this, because like, I think because of this Ten of Swords, that they're essentially afraid that you're not going to believe them, because there's been, you know, kind of so many betrayals in this situation that they just like, they're really not sure if you would accept them back into your life at this point. And so they feel that the only way to do that is to actually look you in the eye and like, and tell you what these secrets are. You know, what they need to get off their chest to you, just because I think they don't think you'll believe it any other way. The World, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, is that, you know, the cycle is already closed out, but they're hoping that if they come in and take things slowly to try and like rebuild, that there can be a new cycle, because they don't want to let go. The Four of Pentacles, they don't want to let go of this situation. They don't want to close this. They don't want the cycle to be forever closed. And so they want to come in as the Knight of Cups, which is a water sign. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So it could be either of these signs for you, fire signs or water signs. But they want to come in with this romantic gesture and offer towards you. So, let me just get some Kipper on this as well to clarify you as the Nine of Pentacles energy. Distant horizons. So this may be a long distance situation, concern. And I think you're not sure what to do. Main female. So yeah, and these women look exactly alike. So you in this energy have some concerns about this person. Probably because of all these swords that happened in the past, all these stabs in the back. Let me get, to do some energy on this person that you're asking about. Expectation, false person, occupation. You may have met them at work, and they they may have, so, you know, false person is coming up for this person. So there may have been a lot of manipulation, kind of deception, gameplay, never exposing like true intentions in this situation in the past. And expectation, let me get another on that. Lovers. But they're holding in their mind that they want to have this lovers connection with you. Yeah, this is definitely a situation. I'm going to get some guidance for you, pile one. But I'd say this is definitely a situation where you want to have, if you're wanting to entertain this at all, if, you know, then you definitely have to have some good boundaries in check, because of that false person card. What is no bearing on what will be? What does your ideal life look and feel like? Let me get one more, and that's number 40. Don't run from the darkness. Embrace your shadow side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? You know, this energy popping up with the false person, and so there is some shadow work to be found within this situation. Is essentially what, you know, this kind of may be like an unfinished story in some sense. And so you may have, and not necessarily by reconnection, but even just processing through some of the elements and dynamics that happen with this situation. But it basically kind of tells you like what's happened in the past only has an impact on you now if you remain lingering on it, right? That you have the choice to choose your energy and your focus. And so, you know, essentially to keep that focus where you want it to be, whether or not that's on this person or on your personal life, right? Okay. I am going to get a couple messages from this person to my viewer. Since it does look like you know this person already, this looks like it may be an ex or, you know, something like that. I fear that you'll never look at me the same. It's hard for me to look at myself in the mirror. I kick myself for sabotaging this relationship. My life won't be the same. Oh. I should have listened to my intuition. I struggle with love and expressing it. It does not come easy for me. So this person's really kind of turning up with some serious like player energy is kind of what I feel like. That they essentially, you know, it says, you know, I struggle with love and expressing it. This person may have had a lot of, or still has a lot of distortions about relationships, love, you know, and kind of what that all means to them. And so they may have had a lot of like really superficial relationships. And then they came up across you and, you know, were essentially in that same energy and kind of played you the same way that they played everyone else. And now like, then they realized that you were a lot more for them than they were expecting. But because they were in that same energy, they just, you know, okay. But it looks like you're doing great. And that's kind of the important thing, right? You know, and so whether or not this person come back, like, you know, again, just, you know, stay in boundaried energy, whether or not you want to explore that. Okay. All right. So and I'm not gonna, if you're still just watching this, I'm not going to stop the video in between each one because I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna go through it. Okay. Okay. Pile 2. Welcome, pile 2. All right, I have already pre-shuffled all of these decks, but I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more. So we're looking at pile 2's persons, their thoughts and feelings towards them. 2 of Cups. Okay. Eight of Wands. Oops. Ooh. The Sun came out in reverse. And the Lovers. Okay. Go ahead and get one more because we did that for the last pile. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's clarify. The King of Pentacles is clarifying the 2 of Cups. The 9 of Cups clarifying the 8 of Wands. Okay, the Fool. The Emperor. and the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So your person's thoughts and feelings, basically the first card out is the Two of Cups, which, is a twin flame energy card. But it's about that loving reciprocity, that kind of like, that energetic flow that creates like a magic between not only two people, but also in terms of what they can manifest. And then that's clarified by the King of Pentacles here, which is a very, stable, consistent, kind of, so just somebody who has really got their stuff together, like in a physical sense, that they have a good job, they're very financially stable, that they are, they're calm, they're consistent, they're just have a lot of earthy and grounded energy. So this may be the person that you are inquiring about. And the energy that they're coming in with is this Eight of Wands clarified by the Nine of Cups. And so that's a fast action, a fast moving, kind of action or communication. And Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, but it can also be overindulgence. But because it's coming out next to that King of Pentacle energy, I'm not getting the overindulgence so much because this is such a grounded energy. I'm seeing that they're looking at you as their wish fulfillment. And that they want to communicate that, sort of quickly, that there's an energy behind it of like, that they want to share this feeling, but I'm not seeing like swords in terms of like communication at all. So this may be a no contact situation. And the sun coming out in reverse, the sun is about happiness. And so in reverse, it's basically saying that this person is essentially realized that you were their happiness. And if this is a no contact situation, that they're essentially, that they're not happy without you. So they're considering, they're in this kind of fool energy, that they're considering taking this leap of faith. And in this card, in this Fool card, it's it's the rabbit hole, the white rabbit, the hole that goes to Wonderland, and that's what Alice is like. She's leaping into, and so this person is kind of like, I think the reason why it's so silent is in a way that this person knows that this will fundamentally change their world. Like that they would essentially be going into a completely different dimension if they came into union with their Two of Cups. And so, I mean, that's not easy, right? If you go into a whole world, you have to leave this world behind. And so this person may have, if he's the King of Pentacles energy, this person may have built a lot in their life. A lot of stability in their life, and they're essentially afraid of leaving this. They're afraid of, walking away from everything that they built. Pentacles, again, that's that very grounded, earthy energy, but kind of like, so family, community, house, investments, that sort of thing. They would have to leap away from all of that to come towards their Two of Cups. The Lovers is clarified by the Emperor. And so this person, this King of Pentacles, and Pentacles is earth signs, by the way. So, that's, this person may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But the Emperor energy, clarifying the Lovers, is that's what this person does want to come in as. They want to have a lover's connection with you. And so they've been working on that Emperor energy, but yeah, they're at such a crossroads here energetically. The Three of Pentacles, which is about a new start at building, like building a new foundation, the beginning stages of a foundation. which I feel is like what they want to do. This is a total head over heart situation that this King of Pentacles has here. Total head over heart. Like that their heart wants to like build, come in, have you as their wish fulfillment, take a leap of faith and start. It's almost like it's a fantasy. But they also know that if they don't do that, that they're going to be in the Five of Pentacles energy. So basically, and in this card, there's a frog dragging away Alice from like the door of a church, and the pentacles are stained glass, so you can see the light coming from them. Essentially, like what they know is that if they don't go towards you, that they're going to spend the rest of their life, is what, at least what they feel like, but that they're going to spend the rest of their life looking from the outside, like that they know that they're never going to forget you, and that their life in some way, and in terms of their love for a person, for a partner, that they're never going to forget it, and that they will always be in kind of perpetual darkness in terms of like they know, they may marry someone, they may have kids, like all that stuff, but that they're essentially always going to be kind of like going to bed at night wishing that you were there next to them. Like, so what's this energy going to do? Okay, so let's get some actions. What's this person going to do? The Devil. It's not great. Seven of Wands. God. Two of Wands. Ace of Swords. Page of Swords. It's a bit sad. So, asking what this person's actions are, it came out the Devil, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords. God, I just feel like this person really, really is at a crossroads. And the thing about all like tarot and everything, right, is everybody ultimately has free will. And that's why tarot doesn't, predict like long term. It's energies, and the volume of that energy may be more or less, depending on your particular situation. But people also do have free will. And so when this person is really in a head over heart, they are at a crossroads right now. And they honestly just haven't decided. The Devil popping up shows that I think that they're actually having some unhealthy coping mechanisms for this situation because they are so stuck. And so they may be drinking, kind of to excess, because that Nine of Cups did come out, and I said, well, this person has such a grounded energy that, I'm not necessarily seeing overindulgence. But with the Devil coming out, like, yeah, this person may be, going into some level of escapism through, kind of indulgences within, substances, drinking or drugs, or, maybe sexual partners, or, you know what I mean? Like, but this person is trying to like emotionally distract themselves, because their heart can't let go of you as this person, but their head's just not letting them do it. They're scared, basically. The Seven of Wands is about having a lot of conflict. And I'm reading, that this person's on the defense, that all these wands are coming towards them. But I feel like this is more internal conflict for this person. And that's why the Devil's popping up as well, is that this person, I don't know that they're coping with these internal conflicts. And then it shows the Two of Wands, which is about making a decision. And then it shows the Ace of Swords or the Page of Swords. And so again, this person is at a crossroads in terms of making that decision, that they either can speak their truth towards their person, or they can just spy on them for the rest of their lives. Again, that's kind of mirroring that Five of Pentacles, watching from the outside and just never getting over it. But, they're like, well, at least I can look at them, or coming in with their truth and trying to build. And I don't know. I'm going to pull just a couple more cards. King of Swords. So that's the head. Justice. Queen of Swords. They do want to talk. But the King of Swords and Queen of Swords balanced by Justice is that they're worried that if they come in to talk, that it's just going to be an argument. That's what they're worried about. Is they think that if they come in, that it's just going to end up being an argument, and then it's going to be worse. Because right now, like I said, I think this is a no contact situation. Right now, they have the indulgences of their fantasy, that they think about taking this leap of faith, and they think about coming in and taking this new start with you, and they think about this lover's connection with you, and they think about you being their twin flame, and they think about what life would be like, with you by their side, and they'd almost, they're scared that if they come in and share their truth with you, that it may just be an argument. So they're almost kind of like more comfortable in this space of allowing themselves to have this fantasy about you, because at least they have that. And they're afraid that if they come in that, then not only will they not have you, but they also lose their fantasy. But if you're this person in this reading, that is stuck in this energy, growth is always where you're scared, right? Like, this is about staying in your comfort zone or being brave and taking a leap. And so I guess, if you're this King of Pentacles and you're watching this, you really have to think about, like, if you never want your life to change, and you want it to stay exactly as it is right now, so energetically and everything else, then don't take a leap of faith. Don't do things that scare you. And things will just stay not great, but, but things won't change, right? Or you can do the things that scare you, and honestly, like, I've learned the most in my life from my failures. So even if you fail, like, you're still going to grow. And that's the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing that can happen is you fail and you learn something and you grow. The best thing that can happen is maybe you end up with this person that you're never going to forget about. But there's only one way to find out, right? Everyone has their own free will. So, let me get some messages from this King of Pentacles. Actually, let me pull the Kipper first, just to get some, just in case it helps you on who this King of Pentacles might be to you. I think in these situations, this is either your reading or it's not, Okay, so this is a long distance relationship that came out in the last reading as well. Child. They may have a child, or they may be thinking about having a child with you. Change. Yeah, this person is petrified of change. And I think it is. I think it is because they have built a lot, like physically, that they've built a lot in their life, and they're petrified of this change. So yeah, let's get some guidance for you, pile 2. Oh no, I said I was going to get messages from this King of Pentacles. I'm scared you will not accept me now. Yeah, that's this energy, is that even if this person comes in and says their truth, they're like, she's just gonna cut my head off and tell me I'm a piece of garbage, and then I'll just feel worse about myself and my fantasy is ruined. This person's so in their head. You're perfect in my eyes, don't ever change. Oh, there is a lot of love. There is a lot of love from this person for you. Hurting you hurt me even more. So yeah, and like I said, this is a no contact situation. So obviously at some point there was, some kind of a relationship, and it's ended. You guys aren't talking, and that it hurt that person a lot, even though, it clearly did hurt you. But everybody thinks that they're hurting more, if I'm honest, Turn your worry into wonder. Surrender to the experience. What possibilities can you dream into reality? I think this is advice for both people. It's like, this person has a lot of limiting beliefs. A lot of limiting beliefs. They really focus on their fears and potential failures. They're completely focused on what could go wrong. What could go wrong? Those are the that's how we manifest, is by basically like giving the universe as many pathways to fulfill a manifestation as possible. What I mean by that is if you guys have seen Practical Magic, right? That's the image that I got. Is like in it, Sandra Bullock's character, she's so scared of like falling under this family curse of, dying of a broken heart, that because she sees it happen to her family and she doesn't want that to happen to her. So when she's still a little girl, a little witch, she does this spell where basically her true love is, this person that has one blue eye, one brown eye, and they, this impossible person, and they carry a star, and, and they can flip pancakes, upside down, and, just super, super specific. And the reason that she was doing that is because spells and manifestation work on the principle that, like, the more you restrict them in your creation, the harder it is for the universe to manifest that specific thing. So she didn't want that thing, and that's why she manifested it so specifically. So when you're talking about manifestations and what you want, you really do have to be limitless in terms of how your brain is thinking about things, pathways that could come to you. What this person is doing is putting all of their time and focus and energy into exploring pathways within their imagination for things not to work. Right? Like they are finding every reason this won't work and every way that it can fail. And so ultimately, King of Pentacles, that's what you're going to manifest, is if you stay in that exact same energy, you're going to manifest that. So for both parties, consider all the ways, let your mind think about all of the pathways in which you can get a dream or a wish or whatever in your life. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be this specific person, right? If you want to manifest your twin flame, but think about like the qualities of that person or what that relationship looks like to you. Like put your focus, your energy and your manifestation on potential positive outcomes, right? Because I do feel like if this King of Pentacles was in that energy, they would be taking that leap of faith, because they would know that that if you try and fail, that the universe is just going to think of another way to support your dreams. But if you don't take any action and you don't make any changes and you don't grow, then you're not going to receive anything more than what you have right at this moment. You have to let your mind explore those potentials and, without limit, right? Because that's how it works. Okay, so pile 2, I hope that helped for you guys. Yeah, I know these situations on both sides can be frustrating, where you've got somebody who's, because maybe you love this person too, but they've just never gotten their, they've just never really gotten their act together to come towards you, or that they're unwilling to leave a particular situation, or maybe they're staying in a loveless marriage because, they have a child, or they don't want to leave to come closer to you because of their job or whatever it may be. I understand that that's frustrating, but you've really got to trust and have faith that that the universe is working for you. It really is. If that's what you believe, if that's what you believe, then it is. Okay, let's see. Pile 3. Okay. Okay, pile 3. And this was the pile that I recommended. Frankly, some shifty energy came out in pile 1. So I don't know if, some shiftiness will come out in this pile or not, but it is my Russian deck, which, no offense to the Russians, but they are shifty as hell. They're like, if a country was like a species, they'd be foxes, like for sure. Clever. Okay. Pile 3, what are your person's thoughts and feelings about you? The Moon. They may be keeping secrets about their feelings. The Two of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Swords. Oh. Ten of Wands. There's some similar energies between these piles. Okay, let's clarify. These are thoughts and feelings. King of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Oop. That popped out. Ace of Wands. Death. Three of Cups. Okay. Let's take a look at this. So the first card out, the first card out is usually the most important in any spread, because it kind of gives the energy of the entire spread. So the Moon, is about illusions, and it's about secrets. It's about stuff looking one way, but there's more going on than you can see. Yeah. And that's clarified by the King of Cups. So I think the King of Cups is the person that you're inquiring about here. That they are, so this may be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But King of Cups energy is like a romantic person. It's someone who is romantic, charming, but they don't wear their emotions on their sleeve either. The King of Cups can have a lot of emotion going on within him, but not showing much emotion on the outside. The Two of Wands is about, kind of deciding, in this card, there's an owl holding the world in his talons, and, and he's looking out, and it's kind of like that there's been some wisdom that's come into this person's life, or that they've seen something that they've seen that you're single. because it's the Nine of Pentacles. So they've seen you somehow. Maybe you guys bumped into each other recently. Maybe they've seen you online, on your social media or something like that. But it's like that they've seen you again for the first time, and like they're kind of seeing like how amazing you're doing. In this Nine of Pentacles card, it's like this really magical like tree that has a peacock on it. And so like you're doing something kind of like really kind of beautiful or amazing or impressive or magical, like unreal. The Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Ace of Wands, is like how this may have come about that this person saw you again feels very fated to them. It feels like destiny, like, maybe they were minding their business and, and they went to a Trader Joe's that's way out of their neighborhood that, that they just randomly had to go by, and it's not close to your neighborhood too, but that's where they ran into you and saw you, and they were like, man, like, what are the odds that I would have like come across this person again and then seen them, and then I see them and they're looking like amazing. They're looking like they're just doing really great. And, and so this person like has this, they've got this, I'm going to show you guys this card. Just because I think it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit raunchy. But anyway, like, okay, Ace of Wands is about like, it can be a passionate new start. And there can be a lot of sexual energy with this. But you see in this particular Ace of Wands, it's like a huge like telephone pole almost, right? Like a big tree that these two men have stood up. And there's this dude climbing up it. And so, but, you guys see what I'm seeing, right? Like basically when this King of Cups saw you, he was like, excited. He was excited when he saw you. Okay, but so then we go into the Five of Swords. And in this particular Five of Swords, okay, because this could be a card about kind of sneakiness and, getting one over or like one up on someone. Because in this card, like there's the, these people are playing poker, right? And basically this devil over here and this dude are like helping this person cheat this person. So I feel like in the past that there was, it may have been actual cheating, right? Like it could be like that this person cheated on you with someone, but if not actual like cheating with someone, it could be just more like that, that they were being like, that they used you. That they essentially kind of extracted something from you in that relationship, whether that was your time, your energy, sex, money, like, but that they were manipulative essentially, and that had created a death in that situation. And so when this person saw you again, like, and then they were like, God, this, this feels like fate. This feels like destiny. And then they see that you're doing really well. And they're like, damn girl, like they kind of want to get back in there. Right. But they're like, well, shit, because I really effed this situation over in the past. And like, and basically, how can you come back from that? So it shows them being in this energy of the Ten of Wands, which is about like being at that massive like burden. Like they're like having so much burden about this that they basically like they can't, you can't even keep moving. Like the other thing is in this Ten of Wands, there's actually, so this guy is carrying like a huge sack on his back, but then there's a devil sitting on the sack. So in addition to like the physical weight of the world on this person right now, you know, they also are like, you know, basically kind of struggling with their demons as well, because I think that seeing you again did, you know, this kind of, when they immediately had to go back into like, you know, because they're like, damn, I want to hit that, right? And they're like, well, it immediately made them face their demons and the ways in which they've not addressed them. Let's put it that way. So, you know, but then it shows the Three of Cups clarifying the Ten of Wands. And so Three of Cups is about celebration. It can be about coming together, you know, and, you know, spending time eating, drinking with someone, like, you know, having a good time. Like that's the Three of Cups is that they, you know, they kind of want to come back in with that energy. So what are this person's actions going to be towards you? The Devil. Dude, the Devil came out in the first reading, like right in this exact same position. Or was it? No, it was this reading. It was, so pile 2. You may want to look at pile 2 if you're watching this reading, because there may be more information there for you. Justice. The Four of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. The Hangman. I'm a little stuck on this Four of Cups being right in the middle here. I need some clarifiers on these actions. The Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So like I said, this is King of Cups energy, you know, the person that you're inquiring about, a water sign. You know, again, doesn't have to be, but, you know, they could just have a lot of water in their chart, or be, you know, water in the rising or moon. Okay. Ooh, okay. The Star. Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Five of Wands. God, these readings are similar in terms of like the stuck energy these people are going through. So yeah, pile 2 probably definitely has messages for you. So in terms of actions, the Devil clarified by the Star is, you know, so they want to heal this toxicity that they've had, and they basically want to come in with justice about like they know in this Seven of Cups, you know, the it's actually birds that each have like a different option. There's money, there's a crown, you know, there's a snake, there's a naked woman, there's booze, there's a house. And so it's like, it's really about like, you know, a lot of like physical options like money, power, sex, you know, those sorts of things. And he's actually holding a bottle and looking towards, you know, the sky at all of these options, you know, and so there's a lot of energy of like, this person, they feel like they deserved to lose you. That's the message that I just got. They feel like in some ways that is their justice. It's that they deserved to lose you. Like they're really beating themselves up, actually. Frankly, You know, because I said this would be kind of the shifty pile if you're dealing with a shifty person. And definitely we saw that there was like, that this person was not, they did not have good intentions with you in the past. But it seems like they are having some kind of like, some realization of like, that they played themselves. They thought they played you, but they played themselves. And like, and you know, that is their karma. That's how they're seeing it. Is like this, I lost something really amazing that I could have had because I treated them just like I treated every single other person, you know, like, you know, like what could I get from them, and then move on. And so they're really seeing that as like their divine justice, as their karma. And it kind of it is in a way, right? Because if you go and do that to person after person after person after person, you take a little, you know, you give pain and suffering to each of those people, and you take a little bit from each of them. And then, yeah, and then the bill shows up. And what it is that had you not been like that, you'd have your person here already. But yeah, now can you come back from this? So, but anyway, that's what they feel like, is that, you know, I think also I'm getting the message here with this star card, because in this particular star card, they see like there's this guy riding by on a wagon, and he's actually pulling a star down from the sky to give it to this woman that he loves, because he wants to heal things with her, right? But there's another carriage off in the background here that's you know, rushing towards this one. I almost get the sense that they feel bound to you, like you are their person, but they may be seeing that actually someone else is giving an offering to you. That may be a message as well. Not necessarily, but maybe. Okay, so, but then we come to this Four of Cups, which Four of Cups can often be about like disappointment in terms of options, or not knowing if someone will accept an option or an offer from you. In this particular card, there's this guy in a puddle next to a river, and he's just chilling there. He's laying there. And then there's this other guy coming by, throwing him life savers, right? Like, oh, dude, you're drowning. But the guy's clearly not drowning. And the interaction in here could be a couple of things. One energy is that this person kind of could be a little bit, oh, no, I'm seeing it now. I don't, this person, yeah, this is definitely a shifty person, because what it looks like they might do is essentially, because they desperately do want to have contact with you, and they do want to come back in, but they just don't know how to do it. So unfortunately, they're thinking of sneaky ways to do it. And basically it kind of looks like they may feign being in trouble, like, you know, kind of put on this show of like needing help or something, and that they don't really need help. They don't really need these lifesavers being thrown at them. They're actually perfectly fine. But because the energy clarifying that is the Seven of Swords, which is the card about, it's very similar to that Five of Swords energy. It's about, this person actually just wants to steal, though. That they would kind of want to come in and do it all over again. Is that what these cards are saying? That they just want to come in and do it all over again? So that they can have sex with you? Is that? All right. But then it's kind of confusing energy. And, you know, but then at the same time, it shows the Ten of Pentacles, and clarified by the Six of Pentacles. So that's Ten of Pentacles is about, like, you know, a family legacy, you know, family, kind of that ultimate like building of a family home, security, all of that stuff. And Six of Pentacles is about give and take, but then it shows the Hangman, which often is about being stuck, having an awareness, a revelation of like the truth. Oh, I see. Okay, so this person is it's funny. So the last two people, or the person in pile 2, their person was like at a real crossroads energy, but it was about like whether or not to do nothing and say nothing, or to come in and do something, and potentially like they're worried about the conflict and that they might lose their fantasy and all that stuff. This person, it is slightly different. They are also at a crossroads, because they're kind of going back and forth in terms of their energy. They do have a lot of like obsession about you. They are concerned about somebody else kind of coming in, because they do see that you're single right now. They see that you're single. They've seen that. They don't know if you have other suitors around you, or they may have seen that there is. And okay, so they're trying to figure out what they want to do in this situation. And I think they're seeing it in one of two ways. This is a very strategic person. This person you're dealing with. In fact, let me get some Kipper cards real quick. No, I'm not going to ruin my flow. This is a very strategic person. So basically what their mind is going through is thinking about like, they don't know if they can have like any kind of new beginning with you at all. They don't know. They don't think so. But so they're this person is evaluating their options though. And they are thinking strategically about how I could sleep with you, or is it even possible that I could heal this situation altogether and actually get like a 10 of Pentacles, and and that I come in. So that's what the evaluation, that's what they're evaluating, is like, do I want to come in and kind of like under this shady energy again, so that I can sleep with her and then just head right back out the door? Or do I actually want to come in, because this person they love you, but it may be for what they know love as. Do you see what I mean? Like this, I don't know that this person knows how to love in a healthy way, but they are considering like, can I do that? Right? Because they are going through, some inner work and conflict here. And that's what we're seeing in this last card, is that their judgment is essentially that they, when they saw you, that they realized that they do love you. But now they're just not sure what or if they have any options with you. But they are trying to strategize, like to make one or more of those options happen. And they essentially have a lot of conflict here, inner conflict, on deciding on a path of what they're going to do. Let's get some energies on this King of Cups for you, just to help clarify who this person might be to you. Again, the King of Cups is water sign, most likely are a lot of water in their chart. Message. Okay, so this person may send a message to you. Bad health. They may either be in bad health. I feel this energy is like, it is really putting them through some stuff, some dark, like they're looking at their shadows. That's what they've very, very clearly seen, is like the ways in which they were really shitty in the past. They've seen that. And so it may not be, bad health, like in terms of like having like a health scare, but it could be depression. It could be anxiety, sleepless nights. This is really wearing on their energy. The moment that they saw you, They're like, okay. But they're trying to like escape into work to not deal with these emotions. High honor. And so that's the biggest burden to them now is that they actually do want to come in. This is what they really want. This is what they really want is the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Like they want to come in and end up with you, like have a family with you, have equal give and take with you. They don't actually want to hurt you again, but they kind of like, but they also like, they want you. They want you. So they're trying to like, they're struggling with that. They know that you deserve more than they gave you in the past. They know that you deserve a lot more. So they're trying to come in like with that energy, but it's not that anything to do with you. It's essentially that they don't know if they know how to be this person, if they know how to be, a husband and a father and to give and take equally and to heal their demons, essentially. Like they don't know if they can do that, but they want to. I do get the sense that they genuinely want to, and I feel like that they do want to tell you this. Let me get one more official person. This may also be someone that you know from work, because toil and labor came too, but then also occupation. Toil and labor I see as more of a card though about working, whereas occupation is like, an environment where you would meet them. This may have been someone that was a boss, or that you were the boss, and but one of you is viewing the other as sort of having like an official status of some kind, or like a position of authority. So yeah. Okay, so let's get some guidance. Oh, I was gonna get some messages. Let's get some messages first from this person, from this King of Cups. So it looks like they are gonna try and communicate with that message. I think he needs to. I think at some point he's not gonna have a choice. I mean, you are perfect in my eyes. Don't ever change. So embarrassed. I acted foolish and I didn't know how to tell you how sorry I am. Like, yeah. I mean, and that is, he had no idea who you were. I get the feeling you were supposed to be just another adventure and experience like everyone else. And I don't think that this person actually means to hurt the people that he does that to, but he also knows that he does. Let's put it that way. That's not his intention, but he knows that he does. And he kind of feels like, I feel like this person lives in a very like morally gray area, and that's the perfect example of it, because like, well, if it's not I'm not a bad person if it's not my intention to hurt someone, right? But then again, if you do the same thing to a bunch of people and you know that it is hurting them, like, you're hurting people. It's not like you don't know, but this person feels like because that's not their intention, and maybe they never really made any like promises that like, that, that they weren't doing anything wrong, but now what they've seen is that the person that they love, that they did that to. And that was not the plan. I think this person thought that when they found like their person, that it was just going to be like a beam from like heaven, like that this person would be standing in a shaft of glowing light, and that they would instantly know to like treat this person, like a queen and whatever. Well, that's not that's not how life works, right? We don't get, God doesn't, say like, hey, that is your person, so all the effed up stuff you did before, don't do it with that person and everything's great, right? No, he's actually got to have like this karma of losing you, so that, now, I mean, this is going to be, he has the potential for a massive amount of growth now, in terms of like, because if if this person chooses this path, like, you're going to have to do a lot of healing to get there. But that's growth. Okay, sorry. That was, I get channeled messages. I missed out on something so good. The next person you allow into your life is lucky. It's funny. I was looking at this card right before I pulled this card out. And that's what he kind of feels like too, is, so those are his three options here, is that he's struggling with. It's like, do I just let her go off, and do I just release her and stay in my lane and let her go off with this person that I see, around her, or do I at least just come in and kind of manipulate the situation one last time so that I can sleep with her, or do I actually try and make an effort here and come in and court her and marry her and impregnate her and be a solid, dependable person. But it's just scary because he doesn't know if he can be that person. I think that anybody can be if they commit to growing and working on themselves, right? But you don't heal instantly, but we're also never done healing, right? It's about actively wanting to heal. You don't have to be healed to have this, but I think nobody that has gone through any sense of healing is going to want somebody who is not wanting or willing to heal. A lot of similar messages across these piles today, by the way. So you may want to check out the other piles if you need more information. You can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? So, okay, and that's a fantastic message. And if this King of Cups is watching, that is the message for him or her. But you know what I mean? You can have a feminine in this energy. But it's the King of Cups. Anyway, because it's showing like this, right? These are potential realities. These are potential realities, right? Is her going off into the sunset with someone else, or you coming in and sleeping with her and kind of being shady one last time, or this Ten of Pentacles and wanting to come in and actually like build a solid foundation and give and take to this relationship. So what it means by like, what belief is limiting you? How can you can, King of Cups, you can create a reality here based on your beliefs. So this is the, I would say, like, well, this or this is the most limited belief. I think this one is basically saying like that I'm just going to sleep with her and slip right back out again. Because basically in that reality, what you are telling yourself, King of Cups, is that, I'm a piece of garbage. And so like, I know I could never have anything real with this person. So that's why I'm going to come in and try and sleep with them one last time, is because that's who I am. I'm garbage, right? So this limiting belief ends up with this result. Do you see what I mean? Now there's another limiting belief over here, is that, that you're not worthy of forgiveness, and, right. That because I can't come into this situation, it's not the right thing to do. At least there's some altruistic beliefs in there, like that I've already hurt this person and I don't want to continue hurting them. But also your self-limiting beliefs in this situation is that you're not good enough to give her what this person is giving her. You're not good enough to reach for the stars and give it to her. That you could never do that, right? That's the self-limiting belief that creates this reality. And, if you didn't have any self-limiting beliefs, if you believed that like if you choose to believe that you are a good person with a shitty past, right? That yes, you did do these things, and maybe you knew you were doing them and you didn't really care that much. And maybe there were reasons that you felt that way, or patterns learned patterns or beliefs, things that you saw growing up or in your family or in your community or in your environment that said that this kind of thing was okay, or this is the way that we do things, or this is a way the person does. And then you've come up against this reality of treating your person that you love that way, right? But if you decided to not have self-limiting beliefs, to acknowledge the past that like, yes, this shittiness did occur and I was wrong for that. But I'm a good person and I can do better and I will do better. And I'm going to grow and I'm going to learn and I'm going to genuinely and authentically and vulnerably go through this journey. So this is the potential for this King of Cups if he has no self-limiting beliefs. Right? So the outcomes, the realities that come out of this situation are based on your beliefs. And it is the same thing, for my viewer watching, right? Like, and if you decide that you absolutely don't, want to have anything to do with this person, then that's the reality that you're going to create. But I think you may equally be on this side of the situation looking and saying, like, does he want me for this? Does he want me for this? Does he want me for this? Like, like you may be thinking of the exact kind of same thing of like being stuck in your head of not knowing what this person wants. Like, what do they really want? I don't think they know yet. I don't think they've decided yet. But additionally, like you're going to, whatever this person brings, one way or the other, if they never speak to you at all, right? They never make the offer, then that's what happens. And, if they come in with some deceptive energy, you're going to be able to identify that, right? Like, if you're healed enough that you've got good boundaries, you're going to be able to identify that and avoid that. And if this is, what this person wants to come in, the road may be bumpy. This person has a lot of healing to do. But, it is a potential reality if you can also see that in them, right? That the mistakes of the past don't have to be who they are in the future. People can change. Not everybody does. Most people don't, if I'm honest. Most people don't. But, if you've been on a spiritual journey and a journey of awakening, I mean, that is such a massive catalyst in terms of the kind of growth and healing that we can do. So, it's possible. Your beliefs are going to create that reality for you. So if you don't believe that it's possible that this person has the potential for change, then the results that you're going to get is that they won't have changed. Right? So both of these parties essentially have to allow for these possibilities and give space to them in order for any of them to come to fruition. Okay? So I think that's all that I've got for you all today. Like I said, there were some similar energies across the reading. So, you may want to go back to the other piles and check them out. But if not, I'll leave you guys here. And thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me grow my channel. And I appreciate that energetic exchange from you guys. Okay? All right. Have a great, what is this, Tuesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Have a great Wednesday. Bye, guys.